turn the race against you, mate, aye. She's turned the race against me.
What is a Limmy? It's a very good question. I've been asked this question many a time and I honestly have no idea how to answer it.
Bow? Bow?
I mean, that's the best way to describe him, is just to show you some of his videos, because you can't really put it into words. I mean, what Limmy is. I mean, the comedy, in my opinion, is top class. However, I know a lot of people will not enjoy it. But it's just a matter of opinion, you know. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. It's like Marmite, you either love him or you hate him.
Now, if you've never seen this guy before, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to try and tell you a little bit about him. So his name's Brian Limond, and
he's a fucking legend. There's no other way of putting it. I can't think of any other words to describe the man. I mean, there's rumours flying about that he's travelled the world in 15 days or something. I think it was actually 14 and a half. Not sure if that's true, however. I mean, obviously people online, there is a lot of bullshit online, so don't take my word for it. But apparently travelled the world in 14 and a half days. He's battled 3 tigers at once. I mean, I've heard of people battling 2 tigers at once, but never 3. So a very special person.
So anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of his vines. He's basically a comedian. He also does music. You know, he's a multi-talented person. So let's have a little look at some of this guy's work. Should I say art?
I lost my granddad. Maybe he's down the back of the couch. Sorry. Fuck your granddad.
Okay, so there is 3 of his vines. Now, as you can see, I had to stop it there. I had to only show you 3 for now, just in case some people might not be able to handle the humour. I mean, he's basically just told some guy, like, fuck your granddad, you know what I mean? That is very offensive to a lot of people, but, you know, it's very edgy humour, and that's what I like. You know, this guy he just knows how to hit the nail on the head. It's unbelievable. I mean, another thing that turns me on about this guy is some of the noises that he can actually make from his mouth. And there's not many people who have that magical ability that they can just make some screeching and just some actually quite scary noises just from his mouth, and it's beautiful. Also, his facial expressions, he's definitely went to drama school or something, because some of the faces that he pulls, you just know exactly how he's feeling in that moment just from the way his facial features are. And it's, yeah, I'm going to stop talking because it sounds like I'm just right up this boy's arse, but I do love the boy.
You never shag Mars. I shagged at that time we went to see Twilight. I've not seen Twilight. Johnny, where have you been? Just been down the pub. I can smell her arse. I don't mind you shagging other women. Just tell me you didn't shag her arse. You shagged her arse.
So as you can see, I've been showing you quite a lot of his vines, and Limmy, he gained a lot of fame through Vine. He'd already had a start. He was a comedian, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously, but he was a comedian. I think he had a BBC show. And then he moved on to Vine, gained even more fame, and he's just now, I don't know if he's well known, to be honest. I think he probably gets seen on the street. He probably gets people coming up to him on the streets all the time, like being like, "Oh, you're Limmy," because he's probably quite famous in Scotland, but maybe not anywhere else. So yeah, he's got his own BBC show, and I was just sitting downstairs one day, right, and I turned on the TV. I was having a wee munch, like I was sitting, and it's in the room next to my kitchen. My dining room, as formerly the name is, and you know, I like to go and get some scran for the fridge, sit and eat my food, and just watch a wee bit of TV, you know. So I'd just got my Weetabix, you know, poured the milk in and that, and I got my channel, my TV remote, and I turned the TV on, put it to channel 1. You know, I was hoping maybe some football's on, something like that, and you will never guess whose face popped up. You probably can because the video's about him, but Limmy's face popped up on the TV screen, and I could not have been more happy. Well, also, I was very confused at the same time, because I was kind of confused as to why such a foul-mouthed human being would be on BBC One. But, you know, there he was, staring at me straight in the face. And the thing that confused me even more was he was doing the same sort of skits that he was doing in his Vines. And I was wondering, if a typical person flicks over the channel to BBC One, right, and they don't maybe understand his humour, they are going to be absolutely mind-fucked, to say the least. Like, the one I was watching, I'm going to play one of the skits from his BBC show, and yeah, I think you'll understand where I'm coming from when I tell you I do not understand how the typical person would get this part. But yeah, I'm just going to show it right now.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I think my son would love to learn that. How would I go about that?
Just look online. A lot of good tutors online. Good boys. Here, mate, that type of music isn't my type of thing usually, I'll be honest with you, but that is a different class. Cheers, brother.
Oh man, Limmy. What a boy. Just imagine like a typical person, your grandparents or someone, you know, flicking over to BBC One and they see a man playing The Radiator. I mean, it's brilliant comedy, but a lot of people are going to be so confused by that.
How come David Nitsos takes me seriously? What are you laughing for? What have you done? Honestly, you've got to hear this cunt's accent. Is it that bad, eh? Here, I know you're talking about me.
Oh man, some of this guy's Vines I've seen over a dozen times and I laugh every single time. He's so funny. And some of the noises, just everything is so funny. And this guy, I feel like, you know, he's got to be one of the funniest guys in the world, you know. And if you have never seen him before, I mean, there's a high chance most of you will have seen this guy before. You probably know about him. But if you don't, if you enjoyed what I showed you, go follow him on Twitter. He posts quite a lot of funny things on Twitter as well. You want to go see that. Watch his show. You can watch the BBC Limmy show. There's some of them on YouTube, so you can go watch that. It's probably on the BBC iPlayer as well. But yeah, I fucking love this guy. It sounds like I'm sucking right up his arse, which I 100% am. But yeah, definitely. Do you know what? I actually might say I actually think he could be my favourite comedian. You know, he's definitely up there. And that's me done sucking up this cunt's arse. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Please leave a like on the video. It's really appreciated. I'll see you guys very soon.
Hey, if you're going to call me a prick, say it to my face. You're a prick. Cool.